Hello my friends, thanks for stopping by. Welcome to the Healthy Zone. For now, we're headed out of town, so I just wanted to put a quick video together for you. That's why I'm doing it in my old-fashioned style. But I will be back to doing videos where you see me in the video and I'm doing all the demonstrating. But for today, I thought, well, I'm starting to prepare Louis' dinner. You all know that I would not put this in my mouth. I've tried, I just can't do it. Anyway, tonight I'm going to make him a salmon with a Dijon mustard horseradish crust on it, okay? He loves this. He's had this actually when he's gone out to dinner and he'll tell me it's so good, and so I read the ingredients, what's on it. And also at our grocery store, they sell this as a prepared meal, but I'm not big into prepared meals because I like to control what's used. And the prepared meals is farm-raised salmon, and I only buy wild caught fish for Louis, and that's just my preference. You do what you want to do as far as your fish is, but I like wild. Okay, so what I've done, and I leave the skin on while it's cooking, and I do take it off before I serve it to Lou because he does not like skin on his fish. He would eat around it, but I like to serve his meal so that he enjoys it thoroughly. So what you'll need is enough salmon to feed whoever you're going to be feeding. And this would be a wonderful meal to put together for company. You know, if you're having some friends over and they love salmon, this would be really a wonderful thing. So the first thing you're going to do, and I've just made it easy for myself, and I purchased from Wegmans their basting oil. You don't have to purchase one. You can just do olive oil, put some parsley, some thyme, some garlic cloves that are crushed inside of the oil, and then just let it sit for a couple hours so that all the seasonings and the garlic infuse into the oil. And then you're just going to pour a little bit of that oil over your fish and just massage it in. I've already done it, so I'm just going to show you. I just massaged it in front and back, no biggie. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to get this little bowl over here, and I'm going to take some horseradish. Now, you can use as much as you want, as little as you want. You could leave, oops, I think I dribbled some on there. That's going to be a little spicy. Anyway, I'm going to take about a tablespoon and a half. Well, I'm going to take 2 tablespoons for all this fish. 2 tablespoons of horseradish. And you want 100% prepared horseradish. You don't want creamy horseradish sauce that has mayonnaise mixed in with it. You'll find this in the refrigerated areas, and it's nothing but ground horseradish and vinegar, okay? So we're gonna take our, ooh, it smells horseradishy in here. We're gonna take 2 tablespoons of that, and then I'm going to take, this is Dijon mustard. Now, I'm going to add the Grey Poupon Country Dijon. It just has some mustard seeds in it, and it just gives it a heartier flavor, but you can use plain Dijon. Now, I do think Grey Poupon is the ones we have available to us is probably the nicest Dijon mustard. So get nice ingredients when you're cooking, okay? So I'm going to take about a tablespoon, and I'm just going to lob it in there. And then I'm going to take a little bit more because you want to coat the fish with it. So about 2 tablespoons, we'll say. We'll just go 2 and 2. We'll make it equal. Of course, if you don't like horseradish that much, you want to go with less of the horseradish. So, all right. Now, I'm going to just mix it together. This beautiful concoction. This is so simple. This is an easy meal. Okay, so we're just going to mix that all up. And then I'm just going to take a spoonful of it and put it on each fish. And really coat it in there. Really, you know, get a good layer of it on. Okay, so we're just going to layer this over, spread it over the fish. Make sure you get it on all areas because you want every bite to have a little bit of horseradish mustard flavor to it. And then we're just going to continue on, and after that, the next thing you will need is some Panko breadcrumbs, okay? And Panko I like because they get nice and crispy in the oven, okay? Because we're going to bake this. So we have our horseradish, our mustard, our seasoning all done. I am going to take a little bit of pepper. Now, I'm not going to add any salt to this because there's sodium in the mustard it would be too salty to add salt, okay? So beware of that. Be careful when you're doing that. So I'm going to put a good helping of pepper on there because we love the pepper. And it's already spicy enough, so why not make it spicier, right? Louis likes the spicy. All right, so now we have our beautiful fish layered with the mustard horseradish. Now you could use whole wheat, and I use the Ian's all-natural Panko because it has no garbage in it, nothing, no preservatives, nothing. But I don't like, Louis doesn't really care for whole wheat on here. So I'm going to use, this is another brand that my grocery store sells that is really, really nice. And this is just it's Edward & Sons Original Organic Panko Japanese Style Breadcrumbs. So now I'm just going to take this and pop it open and peel the head off. Okay, so now we're just going to sprinkle a good helping of Panko over the top of that fish. Okay? You want a good helping of this. Beautiful. Look at that. That's just gorgeous. I could eat it myself. No, 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 no. Okay, so now I'm just going to lightly tap the Panko into the mustard horseradish sauce. And that is it. That's all you need to do for preparation, okay? Now I'm just going to cover this up with a plastic wrap, and I'm going to leave it in the refrigerator until I'm ready for it. And when I am, I will be back. Preheat your oven to 350 for this. We're going to cook it somewhere between 18 to 20 minutes. You will know by your oven. My oven may cook faster than yours or slower than yours. Watch your fish. Once it starts to flake, you know it's done, okay? So I will be back. Okay, so I'm getting ready to put it in the oven now. So I need a pan, and I've lined the pan with, I really like this one. It is the Reynolds Wrap Heavy Duty Non-Stick. Food lifts right off. And for the most part, it does. Now with the fish, I always play it safe and just put a little bit of either olive oil rubbed onto it or a spray olive oil. So just lightly, you don't need a lot. So now I'm going to take the fish and I'm going to lift it off and I'm going to place it on the pan. Whoops, try not to lose any of your breadcrumbs. And we're just going to set it on the pan. And you notice that most of the fish I select is all the same thickness because you want them to cook evenly, and they will, okay? Certain parts of it will be thinner, the tail end, but for the most part, they are all the same in thickness, okay? So hopefully they all came from the same fishy, all right? Okay, so that's it. Now I'm just going to pop this into the oven at 350 for about 18 to 20 minutes. I've never had to go over 20 minutes in my oven, but you may, or it may be done in 15 minutes. So watch your fish, okay? Once it starts to flake, you're good to go, okay? All right, my friends, I just took the salmon out of the oven. I am going to scrape it off, and hopefully the skin will come off with it. Because as I mentioned, Louis does not like the skin on it, but he will eat around it. But I just kind of work it. Let me get the fish back here so we can see. I just kind of take my spatula right underneath the skin, and I will just push it off. It's very easy once the fish is totally cooked. And then I'm going to scrape that whole thing right off. It takes a minute or two, but there you go. Okay, so now I have taken most of the skin off. I'm going to place the fish on the platter. There's a little piece of fish still left here, so I will take that and just place it right over here for Louis. Now I also made him some sauteed spinach with garlic and olive oil. I will just take the spinach and I will place it on the platter. This is almost a whole pack of spinach, fresh spinach. It really wilts down, but he loves spinach with garlic, and I put nice big chunks of it. And I removed the stem inside the garlic so that he doesn't have really bad garlic breath. And many of you will ask, Well, what are you going to eat, crazy Miss Tammy, because you don't eat seafood? This is very true. I don't eat seafood, so I will have an egg white omelet or something like that. So this is Louie's fish. You could also garnish the plate over here with something beautiful, perhaps a wedge of lemon or something like that. But anyway, that is it. It is a salmon panko crusted, and the sauce that we put on it was Dijon mustard with horseradish. The spinach is simply garlic, cloves and olive oil sauteed, and then I put the spinach in to allow it to wilt. I don't let it cook till it's mush. I let it cook just till it's wilted. That's the way I like it. So there you go, a beautiful Healthy Zone meal. I hope that you will all give this a try. Louie says, now I can't tell you that it's delicious. I don't like spinach cooked, I only like spinach raw. But Louie says that the salmon cooked this way is so good. So you'll have to let me know when you cook it for your family. Until then, thanks for stopping by. Don't forget, subscribe. We're anti-aging here and cooking healthy meals. Go out in the world and be happy, healthy, beautiful, and most of all, lovable. I love you, my friends. Bisous. I'll see you next week or in a week and a half or maybe 2 weeks. I will see you back here with regular Healthy Zone, full recorded videos with moi, with my face in it, okay? Again, have a great day. Bye-bye.